everybody, Zach Wolf here, and Top 5 Tuesday is back. This week on Top 5 Tuesday, it's the top 5 ways to write like a lawyer. Whether you're a lawyer or you do something else, you've probably noticed there's a certain style that lawyers tend to have when they write. So if you want to really sound like a lawyer, these are the ways to do it. Number 5. Use a lot of the passive voice. What's that? For example, you would not want to say, I registered the trademark. You would instead say, the trademark was registered. That's the passive voice, and it just has a more refined sense to it that really makes it sound more legal. So use a lot of the passive voice. Number 4 is make sure you use plenty of boilerplate. What do I mean by boilerplate? That's standard text that lawyers collect from their previous documents that they can just recycle and cut and paste. And it's also usually very generic and standardized. Well, if you've read some legal writing, you've probably seen it tends to have a lot of boilerplate. Let me give you an example. So if you're a lawyer drafting a motion for summary judgment, you wouldn't want to just come right out and say in the motion why you should get summary judgment and what the grounds are. No. You need at least a page of boilerplate laying out the standard for summary judgment in general. Of course, the judge who's reading that motion probably knows that already, but if you don't have at least half a page to a page of boilerplate to start out your motion, it's just not going to be taken seriously. The number 3 way to write like a lawyer is to use a lot of what they call throat-clearing phrases. These are introductory phrases like, it cannot be reasonably disputed that, and then you say what your argument is. Or, it has long been settled in the courts of this state that X, Y, and Z. Now, you could just come right out and make the statement that you want to make, but lawyers like to use these introductory throat-clearing phrases, so if you want to sound like a lawyer, you need to do that too. The number 2 way to write like a lawyer is to be extremely argumentative. You're not just being objective. You are a zealous advocate for your client. So it's not enough to say that the other side's argument is incorrect and to show why it's incorrect. You need to say that the other side's argument is frivolous or disingenuous or absurd. Make it argumentative. Otherwise, people might wonder, is this guy a real lawyer? Now, the number 1 way to write like a lawyer, and this kind of encompasses all of the things I've been talking about. The number 1 way to write like a lawyer is to adopt an overly formal style. So you've seen all these kinds of formalisms if you've seen any legal documents before. So to use my summary judgment motion example, at the end of a motion for summary judgment, you would not simply say, for these reasons, plaintiff requests summary judgment, period. No, you would use something fancier like, wherefore, premises considered. You know the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Keep it formal if you want to sound like a lawyer. Hey, thanks for watching.